The prompt was, why are little things considered to be big things in a relationship? How does this apply to you? In today's society, the media and the world influence my generation and the upcoming generations to be very centralized on ourselves. There's so many things we can do to love and take care of ourselves and not just other people. I feel like the small things like being honest, gentle towards yourself, and keeping promises, that sets you up for doing the same thing towards other people. But there's so many cases where we get attached and stuck into the habit of continuously doing it for ourselves instead of giving towards others. And giving, like, being honest is just a simple thing in a relationship. We don't do that to other people. We lie, or we sugarcoat, or we, like, switch things up, you know? Because we're so wrapped up in the image of dropping things with and for others now is just to take care of ourselves. And we forget that once we have, once we've received, we can give again. It's not just that we have to take and give to ourselves. We can take and then give back, take and give to others. Because when it comes to relationships, things like loyalty, small acts of kindness, and keeping promises create the base of a strong relationship. When you don't have that, things are easily unstable and trust is broken. And nowadays, when people are in a relationship and do little things like open the door, move a chair, wait for us before going somewhere, or even say thank you, just like small manners in general, feel like such a big action and so much more than it really is. And like I can say this, I saw this just the other day. Actually, I was at my training for a church camp that I'll be going to in the summer, and I sat down for dinner next to a new person, and their friend sat beside me. So I was in the middle, and there were people on both my sides, and no more than 5 seconds passed. And their friend just very kindly just asked, like, hey, would you mind if I like swap seats so I could sit next to him? He's my friend. And I was like, no problem. Like, I don't have an issue with that. Both of you guys are new to me. I will either talk to you or I won't, because people I knew were sitting across from me, so it wasn't a big deal. And I literally just said yes. I was like, of course. I'm not gonna say no, because I don't, even if I don't know people, I will still say hi. I will still share a meal with them. And like, I wasn't dying to stay between them. I wasn't dying to move. I was just at a table, there was food, I was happy. And so when the person and I switched, the guy who, like the person who I didn't know, yes, it was a guy, they were both guys, he literally turned to his friend and said, yo dude, she didn't need to do that. Look at her and say thank you. And I was like, what? Like, that's so unnecessary. And then his friend was like, why would I do that? He literally said, why would I do that? He was like, why do I need to thank her? And I was like, I just saw it as like a kind thing to let them sit next to each other. I didn't need to be recognized or thanked for it. It's common courtesy. If someone wants to sit next to someone else, like, just switch. Not that big of a deal. So we had a good chuckle about it, honestly. And then for the rest of the evening, they wouldn't stop offering me to go in line first. They would pour me water, pass me a napkin, let me, they would like, because I handed them cutlery when we first lined up, so they would have handed me cutlery at like dessert. And then we had like a big laugh, and it was just so sweet, and they were so kind throughout the rest of the weekend. And I don't know, but they kept showing me kindness, even though I only saw my action as something so small. Like, even into the next morning, leaving camp, they said goodbye to me. Like, I hope we get to work with each other in the summer. But I think this is just a great example of how one act of kindness can go such a long way. Like, now I'm gonna be telling all these little details, all these little things to so many people, because it shifted experiences, weekends, paving the way to summer just like that. Just because we swapped spots. Just because I showed one act of kindness. That let them show kindness to other people too. It wasn't just to me. And my favorite thing, not to be egotistical, but one of the guys, like the guy who asked me to switch spots, he was like, he literally like said to me when we lined up again, and I was like, I'm not gonna go first unless you insist. And I was like, I'm not desperate for food. And the other guy was serving, so he gave me food, and I was like, okay. He's like, no, I insist. I think every guy should go behind you. And I was like, okay, thank you. Like, it's just little things, guys. It's not that hard. Come on.